Wagwan. Welcome back to the SESH. In this video, we're going to talk about how to stop being controlled by fear of family, friends, failure, and success. Let's get started. Understand fear and embrace it. Fear is necessary in order to keep us safe. That's because fear is not meant to paralyze us. Instead, it motivates us to be the best we can be. You should embrace fear and use it as a tool. And always remember, it shouldn't have control over your actions. Just do something. Don't just stand there. People who are fast to act are mostly the ones who look confident. But don't mistake that for haste. There's a saying as a kid growing up that haste makes waste. And it's been proven to be a big factor of the failures of many otherwise amazing dreams and endeavors. The first thing that comes to mind when you're in a situation that you have to think quick, it's not always the best choice. The best advice I could give you is take your time and give it some careful consideration before acting. Name the fear. So writing it down or speaking about it. Believe it or not, it can give you the strength to overcome it. If you try to ignore your fear, it will just get more intense. But when you face them, it becomes something that you laugh about to yourself, like, was I really afraid of such things? Think long term. What do you see happening in the next 3 months or in the next 3 years from now? If you only think about the problem and not act on it, it won't fix or solve it by tomorrow, but it will definitely help you in finding a more rational course of action to take. Prepare and practice. Public speaking is the #1 worst experience for most people in the US and Jamaica. There's just something about standing in front of a crowd and speaking. But if all you're worried about is how you're going to perform in a specific activity, then you should just get ready for it. Utilize peer pressure. Have you ever been in a wrong place, wrong time situation just because your friend gassed or boosted you up? The way peer pressure is applied can determine whether it has a beneficial or negative impact on your life. You should put yourself in the company of people who encourage you to confront and defeat the anxieties that are preventing you from achieving your goals. Visualize success. Athletes picture themselves finishing their challenge successfully at least 100 times before they actually do it. This is called mental mapping. The body is more likely to travel down the path that has been visualized. Whatever it is that you want to accomplish in life, consistent practice will make sure you do it successfully. Gain a sense of purpose. Sometimes we might lose track of how an accomplishment or failure fits in with everything else that holds importance to us. But that's like pushing a boulder up the hill just to watch it roll back and crush you. You just have to consider the worst possible outcome and ask yourself, how would you react to that? See, sometimes people's worst fears are realized, but mostly the fear itself can be even more stressful than the actual situation. Get help. Is facing whatever it is that you're afraid of something that can only be done by yourself? Is there someone who can guide you through this process or a support group that you can join? Athletes work with trainers. The students are supervised by teachers. Friends can sometimes provide the necessary support to face your fear, even if they don't have any knowledge in the area in which you're having difficulties. And this is true even if they're your best friends. Have a positive attitude. What would you do differently if you were completely guaranteed success in anything that you tried? It's a question posed by Brian Tracy in his book, The Power of Self-Confidence. Really great book, by the way. Would you be willing to try more new things? Would you continue to put in the effort long after most people have given up? People who have a positive attitude achieve more in life because they're able to keep trying even when others have given up. Be willing to pivot. The proverb, if at first you don't succeed, try again. One should not give up easily. However, there is also another proverb. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again while expecting a different result. Find out why something didn't work the first time you tried it. And if that doesn't work, try something else before you give up on it entirely. If you're reluctant to try something again because it didn't go well the first time, figure out why it didn't work and try something else. Focus on others as your motivation. There's some things that we will never do for ourselves, but there are other things that we will do without hesitation for other people. During a presentation, one of the co-founders of Franklin Covey asked a mother who was in the audience if she would be willing to walk across a metal beam that was coming from the roof of one skyscraper to the roof of another skyscraper. She denied doing it, and so that she wouldn't, he asked her if she would do it for $1 million, and then added that there was some wind and rainfall at the same time. She didn't change her mind. Then he told her to picture that he was holding her child over the side of the building that was across from them, and that he would let go of the child if she wasn't there in 10 seconds. Do you have any idea what she might have said in response to this situation? If you ignore your fear, it gets worse. When you look at it, it gets smaller. People often think about making changes for the better at the start of each new year. Many people fail to keep their resolutions, even if they make them. But because of fear, many people fail before they even try. Some people are scared of failing, while others are scared of succeeding. No matter where the fear comes from, it stops too many people from doing what they want and are capable of doing. There's no way to fail more surely than to never try. At the end of life, they say it's death, and even that I'm not so sure because I've never died before. Just don't let fear stop you from getting things done before you even start. That's it for today. I hope you found this video interesting. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up and share it with others. What ways have you found to be most effective in overcoming your fears? Tell me about it in the comment section. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to the SESH and don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any of the new uploads. Thanks again for watching and see you next time.